People care so much more about your personal life than they do your work, and if you aren't open with your personal life, then they just make it up for you and share it for you.
My dad was just of that generation where it's just like, he was Clint Eastwood, and less is more. Simple grunts is how he communicated.
But I was like just tracking him down, and then I finally got to read the script, and the script was a thriller. So that was a little confusing to me because he's like such a funny director.
Yeah.
And so I said, you know, what is this? Because the script is definitely like a twisting, turning, intense thriller. Is it a comedy or a thriller? And he said, yes. So then every day on set, I was like, is today a comedy or is it a thriller?
It's a good mix
and
of both.
like, yeah, it's like really kind of over the top and campy and trashy and fun and like, you know, kind of like my outfit, I guess.
She said, just read it, because I was looking for movies that could be commercial and speak to the human experience. And
Were you reading romance novels?
And I had never read a romance novel.
Never?
And she said, just trust me, read it. So I read it, and by the end of the book, I couldn't even read the text on the page because I was crying so much. My wife was in bed next to me, and she's, you know, that's not.
The idea that people think that they know you, I think because of how intrusive media is these days, people care so much more about your personal life than they do your work, and if you aren't open with your personal life, then they just make it up for you and share it for you.
It's believing that people and humanity are inherently good, and they crave nutritious food in their soul, just as they do in their bodies.
For a show that ended up actually getting picked up and doing very well, and I was one of 2 people maybe, and then I get a call from my managers and my agent, and they were both on the line, which means it's something serious.
Right.
Either you got the job or there's something wrong.
Yeah, no.
And they said, so you were the choice, but the network said that your eyebrows would be too distracting.
What?
Oh no.
And then they went like,
Have you heard the shocking news that is shaking Hollywood? A lawsuit is brewing that could change the game for studios and stars alike. Evidence is starting to point to Marvel Studios taking legal action against actress Blake Lively. According to a source close to the situation, secret details about Deadpool were leaked for personal gain. The allegations are wild and the drama is real. Experts are saying that Marvel Studios rarely goes public with legal battles. They are implying that this case is anything but ordinary. Fans are left stunned by the possibility of such a high-profile clash. Imagine secret details about a beloved character being exposed for personal benefit. This twist could turn the industry on its head and leave fans reeling. The stakes are high and the tension is thick in the air. Some insiders hint that there is a lot more to this story than we know. There are whispers of confidential information being used to spark a major controversy. According to an expert familiar with the matter, evidence is building up fast. People are saying that every new piece of information adds fuel to the fire. The situation is evolving quickly, and it has everyone talking. This alleged leak could have ripple effects that reach far beyond one celebrity. Some are wondering if this might be a sign of a new era of legal battles in Hollywood. Could this be a case of corporate retaliation, or just an unfortunate misunderstanding? Every twist in this tale leaves us with more questions than answers. We have to ask ourselves what happens next when secrets collide with power. How will this impact the future of a beloved cinematic universe? Is there more to the story than a simple case of a leak for personal gain? The uncertainty is real and the drama is only just beginning. Here are some key points to keep in mind. Marvel Studios is reportedly filing a lawsuit against a major star. Allegations claim that confidential Deadpool details were shared for personal benefit. Experts suggest that this is an unprecedented move by the studio. Fans are left questioning what this means for the future of the franchise. Every new detail that emerges adds another layer to this unfolding drama. The narrative is growing, and every rumor stokes the flames of curiosity. Some sources are hinting at secret meetings and confidential discussions behind closed doors. The speculation is wild, and it is captivating audiences everywhere. We are left with a mystery that is as thrilling as it is concerning. The buzz is palpable, and every update deepens the intrigue. What will be the next twist in this high-stakes drama? Stay tuned because this story is far from over. Hang on, this situation just took an unexpected turn. We've all seen the glamorous side of Hollywood, But sometimes when the cameras turn off, things aren't as pretty. The alleged leaks surrounding Blake Lively seem to be tied to a larger narrative. One of control, manipulation, and power plays. According to sources familiar with the situation, it's said that Blake may have been trying to influence media coverage surrounding her personal disputes. A strategy allegedly linked to the fallout she'd had over a new film project. Now, before we go any further, let's step back a sec. Blake had this big collaboration coming up with renowned director Justin Baldoni. At first, the buzz was electrifying, the perfect Hollywood pairing, right? Justin was not just calling the shots behind the camera, but he also co-wrote the script and planned to play a major role in the film. Sounds promising, but as we now know, things are rarely smooth sailing in Hollywood. Whispers of tension soon began to surface, and a closer look revealed Blake's alleged frustrations. People close to her are saying that she didn't feel like her creative ideas were being fully embraced. Instead, Justin's heavy involvement seemed to overshadow her contributions. This might not sound like a huge deal at first, but for a seasoned star like Blake, it could have felt like a loss of control. Especially when you're trying to make a name beyond your past portrayals. And then, things really started to heat up. Blake is allegedly accusing Justin Baldoni of planting negative press about her. An attack she believed was targeted at her reputation. Now, can you imagine how that must have felt? From an incredible professional opportunity turning sour to accusations of a smear campaign. It's a mess that could easily spiral out of control. You have to wonder, did these mounting frustrations lead to the leaks we've been hearing about? It's starting to seem like Blake may have been trying to do some damage control of her own. Allegedly, if the leaks were aimed at casting a shadow over their film together, it's possible she was looking to shift the public narrative away from the conflict. And that's just one interpretation of what could be lying behind the alleged leaks. But could this all be an overreaction? Or was there a method to Blake's madness in all this? Only time will tell. But the buzz surrounding her intentions is growing more intense. What's clear is that tensions were running high in more ways than one. The film project, which had so much early potential, now stands as another one of Hollywood's behind-the-scenes dramas. There are even rumors about how Blake, known for her controlled public image, might have played a role in stoking the flames. If these leaks were about making sure her voice was heard, how far will she go to rewrite the narrative? This is a story to keep a close watch on. And let's be honest, who doesn't want to know how this all plays out? As the drama unfolds, it only leaves us with one burning question. Who really wins in this battle for control over the story? Do you ever wonder what drives the secrets behind the leaks? Some insiders say that the alleged leaks are part of a broader effort by Blake Lively to shift media narratives. Rumors are swirling, and every new detail adds a twist to the tale. At the heart of this drama lies a new film adaptation that had fans buzzing. The project was directed by Justin Baldoni and was seen as a groundbreaking collaboration. Excitement filled the air as the project took shape. But things took a turn. Tensions reportedly grew behind the scenes of the film set. What began as a promising collaboration soon turned into a battleground of conflicting visions. Justin Baldoni was not only behind the camera, he also co-wrote the script and planned to take a starring role. His heavy involvement left little room for others to shine. Blake Lively is alleged to have felt pushed aside. Insiders are saying that her creative input was overshadowed by Baldoni's dominant role. This imbalance is at the core of the growing discord. The drama escalated further when whispers surfaced about Blake Lively accusing Baldoni of planting negative press. This allegation has sparked even more controversy and raised eyebrows across the industry. It is being suggested that the accusation might be part of a broader effort to control the narrative. Here are some key points that have been mentioned. Alleged leaks as a maneuver to reshape media narratives. A film project that was initially met with great excitement. Tensions over creative control on set. Claims of negative press being orchestrated for personal gain. Do these actions point to a calculated strategy or just a clash of artistic egos? The story is layered with complexity, and every new piece of information adds to the intrigue. It leaves us wondering what will happen next in this unfolding drama. Hold on, just when you thought this story couldn't get more intense. More bombshells are dropping. Blake Lively's accusations against Justin Baldoni took a strange twist when new information started to trickle out. Apparently, the initial shock of her claims gained real momentum. Hollywood is no stranger to power plays and narrative control. But then came the unexpected part. Baldoni and his team didn't stay quiet. Instead, they released a series of text messages that seemed to undermine Blake's version of events. You won't believe the details in these texts. They allegedly show Blake, yes, Blake, threatening to use her connections, including her husband, Ryan Reynolds, to shift the media tide in her favor, according to experts familiar with the matter. These revelations paint a starkly different picture than the one Blake put forward. And get this, there's talk of dragons in the messages. Now, we're not talking fantasy creatures here. Some experts think dragons might be code for influential figures, those with the pull to make or break a story. It's all beginning to look like a carefully designed strategy, maneuvering through Hollywood's tight-knit network. One eyewitness close to the situation says Blake may have been playing a much bigger game than we first thought. As the text leaks spread like wildfire, the public's perception began to flip. Fans who once took Blake's side in the feud are now scratching their heads, wondering if this was really as innocent as she made it seem. Could it be that Blake was the one pulling the strings all along? The stakes keep rising, and with these new revelations, the question on everyone's mind is, was it Blake who was trying to control the narrative from the start? Or was she simply the target of a well-executed smear campaign? Whatever the truth is, one thing is clear. The power struggles in Hollywood just got even messier. For 10 seconds, alright, I need to take the provided info and make it sound more casual. So Blake had these allegations about Baldoni controlling the press, but then Baldoni's team dropped some texts that contradicted her story. The text showed Blake was using her media influence and even Ryan Reynolds to swing things in her favor. There were words like dragons, could be some code for powerful people, and urgent calls to media folks. Public opinion flipped. Now they're wondering if Blake was the mastermind behind the smear campaign. Blake Lively's allegations about Baldoni controlling the press sparked a lot of attention. But Baldoni's team responded by releasing text messages that seemed to tell a different story. The texts allegedly showed Blake threatening to use her power, including her husband Ryan Reynolds, to sway things in her favor. There were references to dragons, maybe a code for powerful people, and urgent calls to top media contacts. As more of this came out, public opinion shifted fast. Some now believe Blake might have been the one pulling the strings behind the scenes. Blake Lively's claims about Baldoni fueling negative press started off strong. Hollywood has a long history of powerful figures controlling narratives. But then things took a surprising turn. Baldoni and his team responded by releasing a series of text messages that seemed to contradict Blake Lively's claims. These texts allegedly reveal that Blake Lively threatened to use her own media influence, and even her husband Ryan Reynolds, to steer the narrative. The messages refer to dragons as a possible code for influential people. They also include urgent calls to key media players. These urgent calls paint a picture of someone maneuvering behind the scenes with careful planning. As these revelations surfaced, public opinion began to shift against Blake Lively. Some insiders are saying that the texts show a strategic move to control the narrative. Blake Lively's allegations about Baldoni fueling negative press started off strong. Hollywood has a long history of powerful figures controlling narratives. Baldoni and his team responded by releasing a series of text messages that seemed to contradict these claims. These texts allegedly reveal that Blake Lively threatened to use her own media influence, and even her husband Ryan Reynolds, to steer the narrative. The messages refer to dragons as a possible code for influential people. They also include urgent calls to key media players. This paints a picture of someone maneuvering behind the scenes with careful planning. As these revelations surfaced, public opinion began to shift against Blake Lively. Some insiders are saying that the text suggests a strategic move to control the narrative. Fans are now questioning if Blake Lively might be orchestrating a smear campaign of her own. This twist has many wondering if power struggles in Hollywood run deeper than anyone ever imagined. At this point, the controversy might have remained a personal feud between Blake and Baldoni. However, things took a dramatic turn when new rumors surfaced that hinted at a connection with Marvel and Deadpool. Insiders are saying that Blake might have used confidential Marvel details to deflect negative attention from her own disputes. Given that Ryan Reynolds is closely linked to the Deadpool franchise, it is plausible that Blake had access to secret details about upcoming films. These details could include potential cameo appearances and unexpected plot twists that were meant to stir excitement. Some experts are suggesting that this information was released deliberately to shift the spotlight away from her personal controversies. Marvel Studios is now taking legal action, which implies that they believe they have concrete evidence. This move by the studio is being seen as a strong signal that the situation is more complex than a simple feud. People are left to wonder if this is part of a calculated plan to rewrite the narrative in favor of controlling media narratives. It is hard to imagine that someone would risk so much in order to change the focus of attention. Industry insiders are saying that using highly confidential details as a diversion tactic is a bold move. This case reminds us of the deep power struggles that often run wild in Hollywood. Every new twist adds to a growing sense of intrigue that keeps fans and observers on the edge of their seats. The involvement of Marvel and the Deadpool franchise raises many questions. How will the release of secret details impact one of the most popular film series? Fans are buzzing with speculation about possible plot twists and surprise cameo roles. Some insiders hint that these leaked secrets could change the future of the franchise in ways no one anticipated. This is a high-stakes game that could send shockwaves throughout the industry. Here are some key points that have emerged. Alleged leaks of confidential Marvel and Deadpool information. A potential move to divert attention from personal disputes. Deep ties between Ryan Reynolds and the Deadpool franchise. Evidence that may suggest a strategic plan to control media narratives. Marvel Studios taking legal action, which implies there is more beneath the surface. Every new revelation adds another layer to this unfolding drama. Fans are questioning if this was all part of a grand scheme to manipulate the narrative in a high-stakes power play. Some believe that the move was aimed at distracting from other controversies that have surrounded Blake. The legal actions by Marvel suggest that the studio is not taking this matter. Even the most die-hard fans are left wondering what the next twist will be in this escalating battle. This twist involving Marvel and Deadpool is unlike any typical celebrity feud. It is a collision of personal ambition and corporate power. With each new development, the stakes become higher and the drama intensifies. Insiders hint that this could be the start of a much larger saga that goes beyond one individual. Who knows what other secrets might be revealed as the investigation moves forward. This unfolding story is a reminder that in Hollywood nothing is ever as simple as it seems. Marvel's legal bombshell is sending shockwaves through Hollywood. At first, the lawsuit did not explicitly name Blake, but insiders soon identified her as the target. The suit accuses an individual of misusing proprietary information about a major franchise. The implications are staggering, and if true, this means that Blake knowingly put one of the most successful properties in modern cinema at risk. Marvel insiders describe the situation as a breakdown of trust between the studio and the Reynolds-Lively household. This move is unprecedented, and no one expected Marvel to take legal action against someone so close to one of their lead actors. Industry experts say that this is a sign of deeper issues within the corridors of power in Hollywood. Blake Lively's representatives quickly denied the allegations, and they insist that she never had access to official Deadpool secrets. They label the lawsuit as unfounded and punitive, and they claim that Marvel is scapegoating her for internal leaks. But this defense runs into problems when it clashes with leaked text messages that have already cast doubt on her credibility. I have it on good authority that this bombshell could change the way major studios handle confidential information. Some are saying that trust has been shattered and the fallout could be enormous. This legal action could set a new precedent in the industry and spark a series of similar cases that challenge the balance of power. Here are some key points to note. Marvel did not name Blake explicitly at the start. The lawsuit alleges misuse of highly sensitive information. Marvel insiders are calling this a breakdown of trust. Blake Lively's camp denies any wrongdoing and calls the action punitive. Every new twist adds to the tension and leaves fans wondering what will come next. Questions arise about the integrity of those involved and the lengths some will go to protect their interests. Could this be a turning point in how confidential information is safeguarded in the world of blockbuster films? The stakes are high and the drama is far from over. With each new detail, the narrative grows more complex and the pressure mounts on all parties involved. Fans and industry observers are left on edge as the legal battle unfolds. The bombshell has not only raised serious questions about trust, but has also forced us to reconsider the power dynamics at play in Hollywood. Throughout the escalating controversy, Ryan Reynolds remained uncharacteristically quiet. Normally known for his quick wit and public engagement, he chose to refrain from making any statements in defense of his wife. This shift in behavior has left fans and insiders scratching their heads. Every move is being analyzed and his silence is louder than words. Speculation is rife about his motives. Some believe he is quietly strategizing behind the scenes. Others argue that he is caught in a tough dilemma. Supporting Blake openly could risk his relationship with Marvel. Siding with Marvel could spark problems in his marriage. The pressure is intense, and every decision comes with heavy consequences. Eventually, Ryan Reynolds released a carefully worded statement. He acknowledged his respect for Marvel and expressed hope for a fair resolution. He did not explicitly defend Blake, nor did he deny Marvel's claims. This neutrality has only deepened the mystery and fueled further speculation. Is he trying to protect his personal life? Or is he distancing himself because he might suspect that deeper secrets are at play? Some insiders claim his silence is a calculated move to navigate a no-win situation. They suggest that every word he does not say might be a way to keep his options open while the storm settles. Others are whispering that his lack of support could be a sign that he suspects Blake might have leaked information. Let me break it down with some key points. Ryan Reynolds is unusually silent amid the escalating drama. His signature wit and public banter are notably absent. Choosing neutrality might be his way of protecting both his marriage and his professional ties. His statement shows respect for Marvel without taking a clear side. This careful balancing act has only added fuel to the fire of speculation. Every detail in this saga adds another layer of mystery. Ryan Reynolds finds himself caught between personal loyalty and professional risk. The situation leaves us wondering if his silence is the calm before an even bigger storm. Could this be the start of a shift in power dynamics in Hollywood? Is his reluctance to speak up a signal that he is hedging his bets until more evidence comes to light? I have it on good authority that this dilemma is complex and the stakes are sky high. The pressure is immense, and every word could change the course of events. Fans and industry insiders alike are watching every moment with bated breath. Will he eventually break his silence, or will his quiet stance continue to stoke the flames of speculation? The questions remain. Is Ryan protecting his personal life above all? Is he waiting for more information before taking a side? Could his silence be a sign of doubt about what truly happened? And what does this neutrality mean for the future of this unfolding drama? The tension is palpable, and every passing moment brings us closer to a potential turning point. Ryan Reynolds is at a crossroads, and his next move could reshape the narrative in ways we have never seen before. For now, we watch and wonder as the controversy deepens, and the mystery only grows thicker. Marvel's legal team reportedly has time-stamped evidence that could be a game-changer. They say that the leaks linked to Deadpool match up with the exact same period when Blake was facing intense media scrutiny over her dispute with Baldoni. Entertainment websites had received exclusive information about upcoming Deadpool cameos and potential storyline changes. And now Marvel is suggesting that this timing might be more than just a coincidence. This new twist could change everything. If true, it adds another layer of complexity to an already tangled web. Blake now finds herself facing mounting pressure as the lawsuit progresses. Her legal team must be scrambling, but several possibilities are on the table. Some insiders believe that she might try to settle out of court quietly to avoid any further damage to her reputation. Others are saying that Blake could go on the offensive and countersue Marvel for unfairly targeting her in the public spotlight. It's a risky move, but in a situation like this, who knows what could happen next? There's also the chance she could release a public apology, admitting to a misunderstanding to defuse the tension and try to save her career. Would that be the smartest move, or would it only add more fuel to the fire? At this point, the pressure is escalating. Marvel has now fortified its position in the legal battle, and it seems like the stakes are only growing higher. The idea that time-stamped evidence could prove the timing of the leaks fuels even more speculation. Could this be the smoking gun all along? Or is there more to the story that we don't know yet? Let's break it down. Marvel reportedly has time-stamped evidence linking Deadpool leaks to Blake's period of scrutiny. Exclusive information sent to entertainment websites raises questions about the timing of the leaks. Speculation about Blake's next move: settle quietly, countersue, or apologize. It's almost like watching a high-stakes chess game unfold in front of our eyes. With every new twist, the drama never lets up. Blake's next move could determine how this tale plays out, and whether this controversy will blow over or become something even bigger than anyone could have imagined. Whichever path Blake chooses, it's clear that this case is becoming a pivotal moment, not just for her career, but for the entire industry. Kings and queens of Hollywood are now watching closely, and the clock is ticking. Marvel's legal team reportedly possessed time-stamped evidence linking specific Deadpool leaks to the same period when Blake was facing the most scrutiny over her feud with Baldoni. Entertainment websites had received exclusive information about upcoming Deadpool cameos and storyline changes. Marvel suggested that this timing was more than coincidental, and it may have been a deliberate effort to distract attention from internal conflicts. As the lawsuit progressed, Blake found herself under increasing pressure and mounting legal risks. Some insiders speculated that she might attempt to settle out of court quietly in order to avoid further public scrutiny. Others suggested that she could countersue Marvel for unfairly targeting her in a move that could backfire spectacularly. Another possibility that some are talking about is a public apology admitting to a misunderstanding to defuse the situation. The evidence seems to indicate that every move was timed to coincide with a period of intense media focus. Fans are questioning whether this is a calculated power play to shift the spotlight away from personal disputes. Insiders are saying that the timestamp messages add weight to Marvel's case, and they hint at a deeper strategy at work. Some believe that this case could set a precedent for how confidential information is protected in Hollywood. The timing of the leaked information has raised eyebrows and left many wondering if more surprises are in store. The legal drama is intensifying, and the pressure is building on all sides in this high-stakes battle of narratives. Could this be the beginning of a new era, where studios crack down on leaks with unprecedented force? What will Blake do next in response to mounting pressure? Every new piece of evidence deepens the intrigue and challenges our understanding of power in Hollywood. This unfolding saga reminds us that in Hollywood, every move can have explosive consequences, and nothing is ever as it seems. Marvel's lawsuit carries major consequences for both the studio and the iconic Deadpool franchise. The stakes are high and the fallout is far-reaching. If Marvel were to lose this case, it could damage their reputation and force fans to question their ability to protect sensitive information. The credibility of the studio is at risk, and the entire industry may feel the impact of a mismanaged leak. If Blake is proven guilty, the repercussions for her career could be devastating. Her professional standing could suffer in a way that lasts for years. This scenario could also cast a dark shadow over Ryan Reynolds' future with the role of Deadpool. Ryan Reynolds is synonymous with the character, and any damage to his image could ripple throughout the entire franchise. With Deadpool 3 already highly anticipated, the stakes become even higher. Any fallout from this case could directly impact the film marketing and production. Some insiders are even saying that if tensions escalate further, Marvel might consider recasting Deadpool. This possibility seems almost unthinkable given the deep connection between Ryan Reynolds and the role. Fans have come to love the unique charm Ryan brings to the character, and any change could spark widespread backlash. The ripple effects of this legal battle extend far beyond a single dispute. Studios may have to rethink how they protect sensitive details and handle public controversies. This fallout could force a re-evaluation of security measures and the management of high-profile conflicts. It might lead to tighter controls around major franchises and a new era of secrecy in Hollywood. This is more than a legal battle. It is a clash of powerful forces. It is a test of loyalty, strategy, and the limits of personal ambition in the public eye. The implications stretch across the Marvel Universe and may redefine industry norms. Every move in this unfolding drama is under intense scrutiny, and the stakes have never been higher. The future of Deadpool and the legacy of Marvel hang in the balance. The outcome of this case could either strengthen the studio's reputation or leave a scar that never heals. Fans are on edge, and every update fuels more speculation. This case is a reminder that in Hollywood, every decision matters, and every secret comes with a heavy price. As the legal battle continues, every detail takes on new significance. The controversy is far from over, and the coming months promise more twists and turns. This high-stakes drama keeps audiences captivated and on the edge of their seats. The outcome could change the game for Marvel and the future of Deadpool forever. Have you ever seen a small spat turn into a legal inferno? Industry observers say this whole saga is a cautionary tale for Hollywood. Not long ago, a dispute between Blake and Baldoni looked like a minor squabble. Now it has exploded into a lawsuit that involves one of the biggest movie studios in the world. This case forces us to ask big questions. Can we really trust actors or their inner circles with sensitive intellectual property? Is Marvel setting a new precedent for aggressively protecting its prized franchises? Every move now seems to carry the weight of a shifting power balance in the industry. I have it on good authority that this drama goes deeper than one personal feud. It shines a light on how quickly private conflicts can spiral into major legal battles. Every secret and every whisper can trigger an explosion of controversy in Hollywood. This is not just about one dispute, but a mirror to the power struggles that run through the industry. Let me break it down with some key points. A minor feud is turned into a high-stakes legal showdown. Trust in celebrities and their inner circles is now under intense scrutiny. Studios may be ready to use the law to protect every secret detail of their projects. The dynamics of power in Hollywood are being completely redefined. This unfolding story is more than a lawsuit. It is a lesson that even the smallest conflict can have monumental consequences. It reminds us that in Hollywood, every secret comes with a heavy price, and that every power struggle leaves a lasting mark on the fabric of the industry. So what does this mean for the future? Will studios tighten their grip on intellectual property to avoid more leaks? Or will celebrities learn to handle their disputes in a more careful way? The answers remain uncertain, and the tension is building with every passing day. In the end, this saga stands as a stark warning. It is a vivid reminder that in Hollywood nothing is ever as simple as it seems. Every decision carries risk, and every action has far-reaching effects. This is the bigger picture that we all must keep in mind as the drama continues to unfold. As of now, the lawsuit is still very much unresolved. The future remains uncertain, and eyes are glued to every twist in this drama. Possible outcomes include 1. A private settlement that keeps details sealed away from the public. 2. A full-blown legal battle where private communications might be revealed, either clearing or condemning Blake. 3. A PR-driven resolution where Blake and Marvel quietly move on, leaving us without a clear verdict regardless of how things play out. One thing is crystal clear: Marvel is setting a major precedent by making it known that leaking secrets, whether for personal gain or media manipulation, won't be tolerated. This lawsuit could reshape how studios handle confidentiality breaches, especially when major personalities and their families are involved. Final thoughts. The entertainment world is watching closely, and it's clear this drama has captured the attention of fans and insiders alike. The next move could be monumental for everyone involved. Will Blake be cleared of all suspicion? Or will Marvel's aggressive legal approach end up paying off? And what will the repercussions be for Deadpool's future and its star-studded cast? Stay tuned as this case continues to evolve. No matter how it plays out, it has already become one of Hollywood's most thrilling and thought-provoking dramas. Love it or hate it, one thing is certain: Marvel isn't playing games when it comes to its billion-dollar franchises. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. You don't want to miss what happens next. The lawsuit remains unresolved, and the future is uncertain. Possible outcomes include a private settlement where details are sealed from the public, a full-blown legal battle with depositions that reveal private communications, which could clear or condemn Blake, a PR-driven resolution where Marvel and Blake quietly move on without a definitive ruling. No matter how this plays out, one thing is clear: Marvel has made it known that leaking secrets for personal gain or media manipulation will not be tolerated. This lawsuit may redefine how studios handle confidentiality breaches, even when major stars and their families are involved. The drama has captivated Hollywood, and fans and insiders are eagerly awaiting the next move. Will Blake be exonerated, or will Marvel's aggressive legal stance prevail? What will this mean for the future of Deadpool and the entire franchise? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain: when it comes to protecting its billion-dollar franchises, Marvel does not play games. Stay tuned for more updates and join the conversation to share your thoughts on what happens next.